I'm Lily. I'm with the San Antonio Water System Communications Department, and we're glad you joined us on Periscope this morning. We are out at the San Antonio Botanical Gardens, and we are going to show you how to tame your irrigation system. I am here with Marty, who is a member of our conservation department. And Marty, this is what he does best in the sense of really helping people understand how to program their system and how to save water and make sure they're only using what they need and not wasting any water. So I'm going to step out of the frame, but before I do that, let me remind you that you can swipe and share this Periscope with anyone else you think might be interested in seeing our topic of information today. And also that you can tap the screen to give us any hearts as the conversation comes up to topics that you're interested in. And of course, we'd love to take your questions. This is a good opportunity for you to ask anything you may want to know, and you'll find out a little bit more about that. So let me get out of the way and let Marty talk to you guys.
Good morning and welcome. Today we're going to talk about the irrigation controller. The irrigation controller is basically the brain of the irrigation system, as to where the water would be the blood and the pipes would be the veins and the meter would be the heart. So this is what controls your irrigation system. It's very important that you learn how to utilize this to not only save water but save money as well. Today I'm going to teach you how to basically program a basic program into the controller and to look for hidden programs as well, so you can go ahead and get rid of those hidden programs that might be coming on that you're not aware of, and which in turn is running when it's not supposed to be running or wasting water. Okay, so basically today I have a Hunter Pro C, and right now I'm not going to go through setting the current time and date. That's pretty basic. So I'm going to go ahead and teach y'all how to set the program start times. My recommendation for start time is either 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. So let's go ahead and set the dial to that setting there. It is already set for 7 a.m. already. But if you wanted to set it for 7 p.m., what you would do, you hit the plus, you would go past 12 a.m. and all the way to 7 p.m. Got that wrong. But anyway, so now what I'm going to talk about is setting the station run times. This is very, very important, the station run times. Set the dial to station run times. And as you see, we have a station 1. Let's say you had 4 zones, and zones are stations or sections of your yard that are being watered. Let's say for instance, station 1 is grass shade. So we recommend between 15 and 18 minutes for the shade for grass. So we're going to go ahead and set that for 15 minutes because it's grass and it's in the shade. So all you do is you hit the plus sign here, and you go all the way up to 18. And then you have station 1 set. Okay? And then to get to station 2, you just cursor over where it says where the arrow is right here, and go to station 2. Let's say station 2 is beds, and it's your landscape beds. And the beds are, the plant material is already well established already. So what you want to do, and it's mulched, and you mulch it, on a regular basis. So what you want to set that runtime for is between 12 and 15 minutes once a week. So we're going to go ahead and set that to 12. And a little past the 13, and there's your 12. Okay? Station 3 is grass sun. And we recommend between 15 and 20 minutes for that, for the run times for the grass sun. And so forth and so on, and this is how you would do it. You cursor over to 3, more, and then less minutes. Okay? Set days to water, we recommend 1 day watering a week. Okay? And this one, for instance, is set on Monday, right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set it for Thursday. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cursor over. And as you see the little raindrop there, I went to Friday, it went too far. Right there, it's on Thursday, and you just hit the plus, and it's set for Thursday. So now we just set the controller to come on at 7 a.m. and the appropriate run times for the stations and for the zones, and the day to water is Thursday. Now if we want to get rid of Monday, let me go back over there to that. I don't know why Monday's blinking, so we just put minus. So therefore, just Thursday is watering. Okay? All right. Now it's very important to go ahead and search for hidden programs. Like for instance, this particular controller has an A, B, and C program. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't know that they might have a B program running or a C program running. And the way to look for that is to go ahead and put it on program start times here. And as you see, I don't know if you can see it, but it says program A. And you just hit this little program button. The majority of all the controllers have that same feature where you can hit the program button. And now we're on program B. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look for a start time on program B. So we're going to cursor over at start time 1, start time 2, so forth and so on. And there is no start time on B. But if you do have one, we recommend that you do get rid of it and zero it out. So that way the controller doesn't become confusing for you and you have multiple programs. You just want to program A, one start time, one day, and your run times, and it's that easy. And it's that easy to control your controller.
Quick question.
Sure.
Someone just asked how a rain sensor works with your irrigation controller.
Oh, okay. All right. In the city of San Antonio, all controllers must have a rain sensor associated with them, whether they be new or used. It is city ordinance. And what a rain sensor does is basically shuts down the controller during a cycle. That if it rains during the cycle, it'll shut it down. Or let's say, for instance, if you were to have it programmed to come on tonight, let's say, for instance, and it rained today, and the sensor got wet, it would keep it off and it would suspend it from from coming on tonight. Your basic rain sensor could be hardwired, like this one. This particular one here is what they call hardwired because it's wired into the controller, and the rain sensor looks like this. And you can usually see them in your backyard, along the fence, next to the gate in the backyard, or on the eave of your house by the garage. The more modern controller, rain sensors, they do have rain sensors that are wireless, and they usually have a receiver that you put here next to the controller, and they have a transmitter that you can put anywhere in your yard, and it'll wirelessly communicate with the controller, and it'll turn it off in case it rains.
Is this a commercial controller?
No, this is a basic. It can be a small commercial controller, but this is basically a residential controller. Now your larger controllers like this, the ICC, this is a commercial controller. As you can see, well, this one's locked, so I can't open it. Okay, so what I'm going to talk to you about too is a seasonal adjust. Okay, the majority of all the controllers have this feature on their controllers. And what you do is you set the dial to the seasonal adjust, and as you see, this controller says 100%. What that means is it's watering 100% of its run times for each section or zones. Okay? Now, the way this works is that, just like it says, seasonally, you want to adjust this according to the season. Like right now, for instance, we have an early spring right now, and I know people are eager to water and start watering, so we do recommend right now, if you did want to start watering, 20%. And what that means is that if I had 10 minutes, let's say for instance, for each zone or section of the yard to come on and run, at 20%, it would only run, out of 10 minutes, it would only run 2 minutes. So what it does, it reduces the percentage, whatever you set, it reduces the percentage of the run time according to the percentage you put into the controller.
Quick question, sorry. Someone just asked when they can start watering weekly.
Weekly? I would recommend not until March. It's been cool. We have short days still. To water on a regular basis, I would wait until March. We might even get some rain this week, coming up on Monday. If that happens, definitely do wait for March. But when you do start watering in March, don't water at the 100%. The 100% is your summer run times. That's June, July, August, and September. And that's what you want to run at 100%. That's the hottest part of the year. Right now, what I would recommend, if you did want to start in March, I would recommend at 50%. So it's basically half of your run times of what it's going to be running in the summer. Okay? And that's the way that works.
Another question, sorry. So someone just asked if they should just do it manually right now.
Manually, actually, you can do that year-round, and it's the best way if you have time, it's the best way to run the controller. Manual is manual here. As you see, it says right here, all controllers, they run manually, either a single station or they'll run the whole cycle.
Controller?
Sure. Right there, you set this dial here. It's manual, right there, single station. And as you see, number 1 is on. So let's say I wanted number 4 to come on. So I would cursor over to number 4, and then I would give it time, and then I would set the dial back to run. A lot of times you just have to hit the button on a lot of, the run button on a lot of other controllers. But to run the controller manually is, I would say, the safest way and the most effective way to save water and save money. The reason being is that you only water what needs to be watered. It's your yard. So like for instance, if I saw that everything looked good, station 1 looked good, didn't need watering this week, station 2 looked good, station 3, so forth and so on, but number 4, the plants in the back, my bed, they're number 4, that's my station number 4, they need some watering this week, manually put it in and I give them water that week. So manual is basically probably the best feature on this controller, if not off.
Okay, we had a couple of questions that you're really good at doing this.
Okay.
And they're asking if you can come out and help them.
Yes. I was going to mention that at the end of the video. We do offer consultations. So if the controller intimidates you still, feel free to give us a call at 704-SAVE, and we'd be more than happy to send a consultant to your house. It might even be myself. Come to your home, and we'll go through your irrigation system, evaluate your irrigation system, and give you, points and on how to save water. And you might even be eligible for a rebate or a landscape coupon, and we'll let you know about that as well. And if we'll go through the controller and how to use the controller one-on-one. And I'm telling you, they look intimidating, but once you get to learn the basics, they're really, really easy. Hey, you got to learn how to use your phone, right? So it's that easy.
Someone asked if they could set up a consult via email.
Yes, they can. They can go to
consult@saws.org.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, they can go ahead and go to consult.org, or they can visit us at what is it? Garden Style SA. Yeah, www.gardenstylesa.com, and that has all the information on our rebates and on our coupons, and to set up a consult as well.
Anything else you can tell us about this controller that would help people out?
Okay.
Any tricks?
There is tricks on this controller, like a hidden trick. If you want to know a hidden, like I said, a lot of them have bells and whistles that the experts only know. For instance, like this one here, this one does have a rain delay in it, but a lot of other controllers have rain delays where it's not as hard to find as this one has. A rain delay is that, let's say for instance, it rained today, and you want to go ahead and skip your schedule to come on, let's say on Friday, and you want to skip Friday. So instead of coming to the controller and turn off the controller and forgetting to turn it back on, what you can do is you can go to this controller and you can turn it on off, and you can press plus and minus together. If I can get this thing to work, and there's the days. And let's say I put 5 days. As you can see, 5 days left. I'll put it back on run, and what will happen, the controller will count down itself, and after 5 days, it'll continue to, it'll reprogram itself. Not reprogram itself, but it'll continue. The program will continue. It'll come back on.
Oh, do you offer commercial consults?
Oh yes, we do. We do offer commercial consults. We will go out to the whatever commercial site it will be. Me and several other consultants, and we'll evaluate your system as well. And again, it's the same thing. Give us an email or a call, 704-SAVE, or consult at saws.org.
Are the consults free?
Yes, they are, 100%.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any more questions, please feel free. You can email us. You can ask for a consult at saws.org. You can call 704-SAVE, in area code 210-704-SAVE if you're in the San Antonio, Texas area. Yep.
I have one more thing to say, and I'm sorry, I didn't get to mention this. If you are interested in taking out your controller and disabling your irrigation system, give us a call. We do have a rebate for that, and it is a substantial rebate, a good rebate, So I forgot to mention that, and I just wanted to mention that. So just give us a call if you're interested in doing that.
But make sure that you call us before you take that out. We want to do the consult with you.
That is correct.
So that you can actually know what you're doing. We'll talk to you about what the rebate will be, and then you can do the work. Because if you do the work first and then you call us, we can't help with a rebate. So make sure you call us to come out and do the consult beforehand. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, we had another question.
And a last minute question. How much water can someone save after a consult? Maybe percentage-wise?
Well, that depends. That depends. But we will and we can save you water. I can almost guarantee that. What we'll do is when we go to your home, we'll go ahead and we'll evaluate your system, and we'll go ahead and give you a GPM, a gallons per minute per zone. And that's about the only way we can really tell you on how much the irrigation system is using. Irrigation systems, they range from small to gigantic, so it just depends on the size of the system and on the size of the zones.
But Marty, the irrigation systems do use a lot more water than most of us actually realize.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
The way I like to picture an irrigation, or what I tell people to picture an irrigation system, is what irrigation system is. It's a controlled leak. Okay, that's basically what it is. Go to your hose bib and turn it on for 20 minutes. And that's only one section. How much water do you think will come out of that hose bib on the side of your house in 20 minutes? But you're doing that, well, all you're doing is you're controlling it. And so it's just a controlled leak. So be aware of your settings on your controller. And like I said, if you're intimidated by it, just give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to come out and do a consult.
And we also have, just for those of you like me who don't have an irrigation system, or like some of my coworkers who had irrigation systems and decided they were done with that, we also have another coupon that is for plants for you to remove grass. So again, he talked about a rebate in removing your irrigation system. We have all kinds of rebates to help you save water. Marty is with the Conservation Department. Our Conservation Department is award-winning. We do our best. We're probably the only company out there explaining to people how to use less of our product that we're selling you. So we do the best we can to conserve a very limited resource so that we all have plenty of water for our future growth. So please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, and let us know if you've got any questions that we can help with or help you save additional water. Thank you for joining us every Thursday, 10:30. Appreciate it.